Alright, here we go. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I think this is it. Alright. Stu. Are you here, Stu? Mr. Stu? Ready. Give me a call, Stu. Alright, let's see. Trying to see how to do this on OBS. It'd be super cool if I could do it on OBS the way I would want it to go. But I hope Stu doesn't come in like right on the perfect time. Hey, we got 5 viewers. Oh, look at that. That was a little blow up for a second. Clutch, what's good, brother? Hey, Hussle, you're actually in this one. We're gonna go over those games we played. After we played, I got to 1705, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of cred there. It might be a little loud, the music, so let me lower that a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, we went hard. After we finished those games the other day with Damsel, but Divine Damsel, so I'm trying to see what's up and see what I could do better to do even better, right? What's up, Mr. Warlord?
Yeah, Mr. Clutch. How are you?
Good, man, good. Excited. Haven't done one of these in a while. Been busy with school, done with school for now. Got my degree. Have my dog here. You can't see her, but if she jumps on me and I'm like, holy shit, it's because she's jumping on me. We're reviewing both the games, Hussle, actually. So yeah, we're gonna go over those games, Stu, the ones with Hussle, both of them.
Yeah, sure.
Aquarius CTF and a live fire, I believe it was Stronghold, so I'm almost sure. So it was those two. In matchmaking, we had Divine Damsel and Shock HBTL on our team, and Hussle goes off on the first game. So just tell me how I could have made better plays with the fact that he was fucking killing everybody. So if anything, I went negative on both games. I mean, there's 2,000 Onyx guys on the team. Hussle himself's a 1970. I think he's like a top 100 player in general. I got up to 1705 as well, Stu. So I'm.
Nice shit. Is that like yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been moving after we did our session. We've been playing 8s in the academy. And also Hussle would like to see like your input on what maybe he could have did better. I'm guessing Hussle, for the most part, it's probably going to be on the Strongholds game because that's the game where it was a little harder than the first one. Outside of that, Stu, yeah, I just want to see what we're working with because I've been playing a little bit better in general with the team since the 8s help a lot in the academy. And playing with these higher level guys does consistently makes playing matchmaking a little bit easier. So yeah, taking your help and then taking the academy's help got me up there pretty quick. So
yeah, that's what I like to hear. The Clutch making plays.
Right. Yeah, I finally got past half of Stu's Smurf accounts. Everybody.
Yep.
Half of the 20 Stu Smurf accounts. So if you're top 1,000, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably top 500. Not just kidding. Just because of the Stuart Graham. So let's go ahead and catch you in here. Do you want to invite me or no? Actually,
yeah.
I guess you could just look at my previous games, right?
Yeah. Okay. Are you on the game now?
Yeah,
should be on my friends list, I believe.
Yeah, let's see. It's under Clutch Academy. Obviously, pretty straightforward. And then let me put this here. Let me prove to everybody I'm that. Give me like 15 seconds. Where's that thing? Browser. If it shows my KD, it shows the KD. It doesn't show my thing. I'm 1705 though. We'll show it for the viewers.
Actually, yeah, I might send you a Discord invite real quick. I had to add your account. It might not show up for a sec.
Gotcha.
It should show up once you're in the game.
But yeah, I got you, Hussle. I'll do that.
Alright, so you said it was Aquarius flag and
It was
recharge strongholds.
yeah, it was about 2 days ago I texted you, right? 2 days, I think, something like that.
Yeah. Do you want to do it in order? So do the recharge first, and then the Aquarius, or do you want to do?
I think no, was it recharge? No, it was I'm lying to you. It was Aquarius
Wasn't.
CTF, and then it went to live fire strongholds.
Oh,
You're
okay,
good, Hussle,
okay.
you're good. Yeah, so that was 2 days ago, and it was matchmaking. It should be easier because I didn't play too much matchmaking. I play more custom games. Let me see if I can find it. For some reason, it can be kind of funky on my
Yeah.
end. Let's see, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, because it doesn't show custom games, right? If I remember correctly. Or does it?
It should if you have them enabled. It's like an option to have them
I gotcha.
enabled.
Actually, never mind. I can't see them. But it would be about 2 days ago. Could I see your
I'll
screen?
share my screen. You can help me find it.
Yeah, it's weird how I can only see 12 games. Super dumb. Alright, and we're going to switch to the stew screen. Hey, Nye, how you doing? Miss Dayquil. Alright, we're going to switch to Mr. Stew now in like 3 seconds. 3, 2, and boom. Okay, here's Stew's screen. Let's see.
You said I'm looking for an Aquarius flag, right?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah, let's see.
What's this? It's in this one.
No, it was before this. This is when I was making my run up to 1700. Oh yeah, Vans. What's up, Vans? Oh yeah, we
This
played.
one?
Yeah, this is Breakingshot. So we played against Breakingshot Danger. We played Breakingshot twice, I think, Hussle. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah. So we got this one right here.
Is this the right one? Or no?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I got like
Alright.
18 and 23 or something like that.
Then you played Hill on live fire
Okay.
after.
Then I lied to you. I lied to this too. Yep. That's it. Play with Shock.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
So
Merry Christmas.
should we do the Aquarius first?
Yes, sir. Go for it. All right. So to the people barely joining, what are we learning about today? Okay, so this is a higher level gameplay. Obviously, it's going to be real specific. So Warlord's basically going to look at my POV, a little bit of hustles here and there to see maybe what we could have done better individually, mainly me, of course. But I'll ask him questions and give him my thought process on why I chose what to do when I did it. Of course, playing with 2000 Onyxes, 1800, 1900s is I'm not scared of it because I'm playing in the academy consistently now, but it's still hard. I mean, they're at a faster pace at a higher level. So Stu's basically gonna help me play this out better. We win both games, but I didn't go as high a KD as I could have, especially with Hussle on my team. He really puts out a lot of damage. He does really well in this game, so I should have been able to play off of that and actually play better. If anything, I was weighing him down a little bit, sandbagging if you want to call it that, in respect to the game. I should have been playing a positive KD. If he's at like 32 and 18 or something, I should be at least what would you say, level, right? So I want to see what I could have did better, and then maybe y'all can learn from what I messed up on. Little ticks and tacks that I do, little details. Some people at a lower level might not need that. Hustle never that. Might not need those little ticks and tacks, but they can help with the details of your gameplay, and maybe you can implement it in the future. So without further ado, never sandbag. I know, Hustle, but I'm gonna have to get up to at least your level, and then we'll talk about not sandbagging at all. But let's get it, Mr. Stu. All you.
Alright, yep. So yeah, we'll start off with you, and then if you ever want me to watch Hustle like later in this game or the next map, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You called the shots, so yeah, I'll just stick with you for now, and then
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Yeah, there we go. So, third person, see the starting strats. Seems alright, I like it. Going P2 seems fine. I always feel like it's really good. Ever since they there's a couple reasons, but ever since they nerfed or the shocks plus made the they replaced the camo with quantum. I always feel like it's a lot more important to get aggressive through middle and pink as opposed to aggressive through car.
Okay.
I always feel like I don't know, this is personal preference, but I always feel like my favorite strat is try have you guys go up P like this, which you're doing, and then maybe one guy tries to go thrust, and he can kind of take the low angle as the other two take the top, and he can kind of play around here.
Gotcha.
Then the fourth guy can just do whatever like this. He could slow play car kind of by himself, but not too aggressive, and kind of just hold angles,
Yeah. So
I feel like if you overstack car, you don't really you don't get. Obviously, you can maybe get a direct flag, but I feel like just kind of prioritizing the heat wave And like
Right,
I'm
that-
like
that
trying
makes sense.
to and like control like trying to kill their frost guy like kind of quick is like I don't know. That's just
Yeah, I've been
kind of
doing
what I
that for a
prefer.
while. Yeah, I've been thinking like we've talked about it and Eli's talked about it a lot, even on his stream. It's like taking advantage of the equipment. And I remember when I had a session with Suspector, like dude, every piece of equipment, like use it. I've had it to where there's like 6 or 8 nades on the ground, and I'll use every single one if like they know I'm there, obviously, and I'll use it to like
Yeah,
block a
yeah.
door or something like that because there's like 8 nades, right? So why not use them, kind of thing. So I mean, I'm just kind of giving context. I always think about like the heat wave and the power ups and the power weapons, and I think that's made a huge difference in my gameplay.
Yeah,
And
for
yeah,
sure.
and I think all the coaches helped with that. And obviously, it's pretty obvious, but most people don't think about it. It becomes the main thing of a lot of games. But can we look at after I die here? We'll look at Hussle starting strat, and then we can work from there.
Yeah, I mean, didn't do like a real quick. Just didn't do like a ton wrong. Like if I was gonna be nitpicky, I'd just say like the movement could have been like a tiny bit better.
Yeah.
Like when you drop here, like when you're in a fight with this guy, I feel like you can't really like disengaging. Like it's like too far back. So I feel like you should try like kind of like play tight to the cover.
Okay.
And like, cause maybe if like you just like you could like jump here, hit the slide, and then you could like pinch around this guy, and then maybe 2v1 him. It's like the longer this guy lives, the worse it's gonna get for you, because like he's gonna get help soon, right?
Right.
So since you guys are already in like a really shit spot, I think you should just like throw your body at this guy almost, you know?
I have a question. I didn't know that lip right there. You could slide off of that. Can you slide off the lip, or you think?
Yeah,
Oh my
you can,
God,
you can.
That's funny, dude. I've never done. I never
Like
knew that.
if there's a guy there, you just go like this, and then he kind of carries you around a
Damn,
little
that's
bit.
crazy. I had no idea actually. Now
So
we
yeah,
know.
like so like there, it's like when you're in a really shitty spot, I'll just be kind of happy to trade it out. But yeah, we can check out. Also, so he's the one guy that goes goes to go car 3, gets melted, seems fine. Going car 2, trying to. I like how he's like being quick. I think here, like this is like. I'm not like the biggest fan of this play. It's like I get it because like you kind of like, oh shit, like teammates are dying. I just kind of want to get a trade. But I think like at this point, I'd probably like if you could have went for Quantum, I think it would have been like a little bit better. Mainly because also it's like this teammate is still like alive, so like if you could have like maybe like quickly got Quantum, he could have like got it, popped it here, and then he's kinda like linked up with his teammate kinda, and then he can kind of like drop Courtyard. And like then he could kind of like shoot back, and he'd have a really nice like different angle, you know. So like he could have like popped the Quantum here, like dropped down, played this angle for like forever, and he could have played it quite aggressive. And then like once he like if shit goes really bad, like he's just getting melted, he could easily just like port straight back up like here or here. So he kind of retain his position, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. I got you. So using that power up to have basically 2 points of attack if he needs to switch out and dip out, and then also get a lot of damage to kind of
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think the play he does here is like the second best play because he's like he's not wasting a lot of time. Like he's very like that's what I like about like all of this is it's very like decisive. You know, he's not like kind of like getting like any pointless damage. So this play is like fine. It's just maybe on like a different day he could get double team making this play. You know, like if they're like.
Yeah.
So like what ends up working out, I believe, he gets this guy. I think, yeah, he gets this guy. So you know, it's still like a pretty good play. But I think could have been like slightly cleaner. You know.
Got you.
Then yeah, I guess here like I'm gonna be like a little nitpicky. I guess like after this kill comes in, he can maybe start like walking at him here. So he does. He checks it, and he's like, where is he? Well, I get it, like he's not sure he is.
And we all had comms at the same time to give you some context. So it was a full comm team. It was 4 people comming. Yeah, we knew where everybody was at basically the whole game.
I think this is like a small mistake going car 2. Generally, I think you should like avoid car 2 in like these kind of scenarios. Like I only like going car 2 if like my team has like almost like impeccable like top control, you know. So like say like if he had like 2 teammates car 3 and not just 1, I think going car 2 was fine. But just seeing this, like just one guy, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get angles on Shock. I think it's like okay, but I think it's one of those where he's like so far away that like. I think if he just goes this way, like as a team, you have a better chance of winning the team fight, you know.
That makes sense. Because right here, yeah, I get it.
It's fine. I mean, it's just like car 2. I'm never like a huge fan. And then I guess going car 2 is okay, but I think it's just awkward. I just hate car 2 with passion because it's like it's so hard shooting up, right? Well, I kind of get like what everything he's done because it's like, you know, he wants to like help everyone, but it's like maybe he like tried to overhelp. Because like in this scenario, it's like he could have like left the reload a lot quicker and then been car free, right? So like he wasted a bit of time, like maybe getting the re, so he could have like read it like here. Then instantly just went boom, boom, slide, slide,
yeah,
and now he's like on your, you know, he's like right next to you, and now you're both just going, you know, and now you're pushing from like a really good position, and then they're like down here, you know, it's like great. But since he took a bit longer, like he's trying to like catch up,
right.
you know.
He still gets those shots, but it could have been from
yeah.
angle. Maybe you have to
Yeah. I mean, again, it's not like a really bad, player or anything.
Still get position for a second.
Yeah, like he's done good damage, but
unfortunately, Vine dies there. It would have been huge. Okay, so, all right. He says duly noted.
this is gonna be like kind of nitpicky, I suppose, but this is just me. Like whenever I like spawn like this side of fridge, so like kind of round like anywhere from like here to here, I generally like to kind of try like go to like the P2 or to P1 and like try to play like a wide angle. And if I like spawn here, then I like around in the fridge, and I generally go back. Just because when you spawn here, like you're right next to like the little thing, which gives you a little boost.
Right.
So if this was like generally like also like another thing, like this is just like a small like assumption I make a little bit. It's like, say if an enemy was like say if this guy over here was like right here, let's say, it probably wouldn't spawn you here. It'd probably like spawn, like if you were gonna spawn P at all, it would spawn you like back here, right? So it kind of lets you know you have like a tiny bit of space, you know, like not like a lot, but like the spawn like hints you can maybe get away with like an aggressive mid play.
Okay.
Plus you're already there. I think like the most standard play that everyone would do here is rotate back, which is like never a bad play. But just because you spawn this extra bit wide, it's like it's taking you a bit longer. So like it gives the enemy like more times to like sometimes maybe get an angle.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, so like being over the fridge, depending on which side you're on, could kind of determine which side you play towards, because that means that they're either further or closer to you, or to the fridge that you're at. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like this is the kind of thing where like, you know, if I was like VOD reviewing even like a low Onyx, I wouldn't get like that nitpicky about this kind of stuff. But obviously since he's already like a really good player, I think just like, you know, micro-analyzing like difference between spawning here and here is like the kind of shit you want to be like thinking about, you know. So it's just like, just because it kind of like lets you know there's some space. So I'm kind of torn. Like one part of me kind of wants to like go like this, like just go wide and like check this, and then like maybe like try like he could like wrap court with you, or he could like or something like that, or he could go straight P1 there. But yeah, I wouldn't go back off this spawn, I don't think. But I can understand if he does go back. The main thing I'm thinking is like, I feel like the guys that are gonna spawn up should like, they're either gonna spawn flag or something like that, so you can see. So like it kind of traps you. It's not bad because like he's with a teammate, and then they could, I mean, especially in these lobbies, he could probably like still like 2-hit shrooms and like trade out pretty good, you know. But like the issue is it's kind of left you on a bit of an island.
I got you.
So like I guess we could like just play hypothetically, say just out of interest, because I'm kind of interested to see what like roughly what would have happened if he just kind of went like this way, let's say. So he like spawned, and then like, you know, let's say he went like this way, he was like playing angles, you know, and then like he goes here, you call out P2, he could like jump up, right, and then it's like all of a sudden he's like in a good spot, like shoot, you know, he's got like a completely different angle to like these guys, right, and it's like a much more of a clean kind of pinch.
Got you.
And instead,
obviously testing like, that over time would be what determines like if that's the best play or not, right? Because of course it's what you're placed out too, right? So go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll just think in that situation, maybe like you could add a different angle. Like I said, it's very minute. Like if you spawn like, it's like every second matters. Like if you spawn like here, then maybe it's a bit long-winded going all the way over here. Plus plus it's more likely there's already a guy P2 if you're spawning here. Right. But the big difference is like spawning here, there's probably still a guy P2. Spawning here, I'm pretty confident there's not a guy P2. So I'm more, you know, so and plus you're wasting less time, so that makes me more inclined to go out this way, you know.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah. Most people would play that into the base. Standard.
This is a good play. This is a good play though. Like instantly forcing numbers, not getting any like pointless cross map damage. I think here, like this is where like it's both Damsel and Hussle here. I think both of them should just like double back up the car 3 here, I think. In my opinion. I think the second this person dies, obviously they're getting their shields, but I think like, to be honest, like like one of them needs to like 2 people. Car 2 is like too many here. I think one person just they need to like just get some like height. So like at least one of them needs to be like just doing this. So it's like you're like shooting. But it's like this when this shit happens, it's like really bad. It's like you go car 2 and then it's like you're just playing ring around the rosies and shit, and it's just awful as fuck.
You get shot in the back right there at that point.
Yeah, so I'd rather they just like took a little bit longer and then just like went car 3. So like here, if I was Divine Damsel, and I'd literally like even like. I mean, it's not bad if like 1 goes and like 2 go here, but even 3 here is not terrible because it's like this is like an easy double team, no trade. And it's like you just bruise through the choke point. You can just make this guy fucking like useless. You like and you can just like go through, and like all of a sudden you can take like really important fights, pressure there first.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So forcing the teamwork and then taking over a time control.
Yeah. Again, it's not like too bad, but it's definitely something you see a lot more, like in like kind of like good like lobbies, but not like compared to like if you watch like a fucking like pro scrim, is like there's a lot more fighting around mid, and like the kind of car jumps, and like that kind of area, and like the tables and like the thrusts, than there is car 2. Like I feel like there's a lot more fight. Like it feels like a random heat map. I feel like you'd know that like. Yeah, like this kind of stuff happens like a lot more around like this kind of lobbies,
Makes sense. I think people are still used to playing that meta of playing car 2 a lot, and car 3.
It's definitely a good spot, but like I mean, it's the same as like a lot of like low angles. It's like you usually like kind of pick them up like once like the teammates have already kind of filled out the map. It's definitely not like a place you want to like instigate for,
Yeah, because the main parts are P2, car 3, and then maybe having 2 car 3 is kind of what you're looking for.
And then 9 times out of 10 when I get this spawn, I just usually just OE to play it safe.
Yeah, I've been doing that, yeah.
There is like sometimes like, I mean, there's like some, like if there was like 2 teammates here, then maybe I'd add a different angle and like maybe cut courtyard. But I think with just 1 person there, I might just OE, but I can, so yeah, he does decide to OE. That's probably what I would have done. Just get the trade and get some good damage. So play you, so yeah, that's a good play. No! No!
Alright, go back to me after that death. After that death. That's a good death. Outside of me not hitting that shot.
Where was it? There's a life after this one, I think. I think the first mistake is going P2. You don't necessarily have to go P2.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like the end of the day, like you're not really like looking to map people, right? Like all you should be thinking about here is just OE, and like you just have more cover if you go P1 to hit the OE, right?
Gotcha.
So like when you go up top, you get keep weak by the nade, which is amazing, And then how I want to explain it is like it's hard to like explain why, but like I just like really want you to like hug this wall, like really. I feel like when you're like wide like this, it's like almost you have like less strafe room. I don't know, it's kind of weird. So like if you can kind of like go like this, it's like you're like more ready for it. I don't know it's hard to explain.
Thanks for calling, DBB. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's awkward because he does have a thrust, and then yeah. I mean,
at that point, me and Divine were like, we need to change our sense right now, because I was like, I couldn't turn my head along fast enough.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes we're just in a lower sense, not much you can do.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, damn it. I didn't change it though. I was like, I should have. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's that mid ridge spawn you're talking about, I think. Oh no, that's Hussle again.
Yeah, so you can see the difference, right? So you notice how he spawned here now as opposed to here.
Yeah.
And you can see the difference, right? So now they're much more advanced on P2.
Oh my god, there's 2 there. Holy shit.
So it's like you can see there's like a big difference, right, between like spawning here and even there. So like it's just like like recognizing the danger. So it's like here going P is like a lot less. You shouldn't be like going P2 like a maniac here, right? Because like when you spawn like this deep in fridge, it usually means they're like P2. Like here, I actually don't mind like a rotate back, but like it has to be quick because like they're gonna be.
That makes
yeah,
sense.
I like. So yeah, I mean, and if you did want to go P, like you'd have to like really like.
Real tight.
Yeah,
and get ready
yeah,
to
you'd
fight.
have to like you'd have to be like real
Dude,
sneaky with it.
P. Holy shit! Why did he spawn there?
Yeah.
Somebody's on flag. It looks like they must have been rotated from car.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done this. So, like you gotta be like really quick off this spawn. So rather like just go like super wide, like quick P1, or like just insta like rotate back.
Gotcha.
So, like this is like a little bit of wasted time. And then I'm not a big fan of this nade, just because I think it's more likely this nade telegraphs your position than it is to just like hit somebody.
Gotcha.
You know?
Unless you know 100% that they're up there.
Yeah. Because like if I'm these guys and I hear that nade, I'm like, what? And then you know, then it's like they're looking at you, you know?
Fry this guy, yeah. Especially if it's a pro team or a scrim team.
Yeah. I like this though. This is like, so like I wasn't a big fan of the first half of this play. Like I think this, like I would have just like played to like OE. Like I would have just played to like get like here like well earlier and just like play this angle. You know, like insta hit it.
Yeah.
No, like if he got here like really early, it would have been really good. But once he does like, you know, does all this stuff, I like this play. Like he knows that he has like a small window where if like here's the. This is good because like the enemy team are dropping. They're like, you know, see here they're 2 dead. So what he does here that's clever is like what a lot of like less experienced players would do, or like lower ranked players. They'd be like, oh fuck it, I need to go to their flag, dun, and they just like go to their flag, right? But then they block fridge. What he does here that's clever is like he cuts across courtyard. I think if he was a little bit better with the movement, maybe he could have like hit like this slide off the table just to kind of save a bit of time. You know, like I think here, like if it was me, I would have just like ran like this and then kind of hit that like kind of turn slide. But it's still a really good play because like he's trying to be quick enough, so like he like opens up the fridge spawn. So now, hopefully, you see here they spawn fridge. So like now that they spawn fridge, that's really good because like, you know, what do you want to do, right? You want to spawn the enemy as far away from the objective as possible. So him being quick and cutting across courtyard like that, it's like a real heads up play, you know.
Gotcha.
So like that's definitely like a much better path up to play for sure. Definitely gonna need the slays. Maybe you could have got a bit greedier. Like I probably just like throw the flag there and then they'll start walking car free of a teammate, but it's fine. No, because now it's still in the doorway, right? Which you can see is like a tiny bit awkward, but it might work out. Nice, good plays. Nice, and look, you can see here he's going tight to flag. That's really good play. This should open up the fridge spawns. Here he just has to run this really quick before the fridge guys catch up. I'd just like get that a little bit further, just like a tiny bit, and like replay. Yeah, just like just get up top, but it's not the end of the world. I've actually got through like really quick. To be fair, like I probably wouldn't have predicted this many to get through this quick. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I might have like just got like one more touch on the flag, but yeah, I can understand like not touching it. Like I would have really wanted to like got the flag to like here and then like reslay, but I can understand not doing it. It's not a big deal. Nice, let's go.
He's like, now I'll take the flag.
Yeah, he's turning up now, he's turning up. Right here, he just needs to like instantly just fucking fly. Like he still has like really good picks. Yeah, you know, like they're 2 dead.
Right.
Like I would literally just be like turn them fucking burning. Like I'd be like trying to fucking like shoot this guy, and if I like back this guy down, I'll be going like super direct. If I'm gonna like, you know, if I don't back him down, then like maybe I'm still like sprinting out this way, right? Like just to keep the pace on. I feel like.
You just got a triple, so probably.
Yeah, like this is like okay, but even for me, this is like too long-winded of a play. Like it just takes like a slight bit too long.
And they pick up the P2, they have slight, and they got that play because of that.
It's not bad. I just think he could have like maybe got like the middle. No, it's just me again. Like I don't think like again he didn't make a bad play. It's just in my opinion. Like if this was me, I'd be like this. I would have went like here, double backed. I tried to like get out and just been a little bit more direct. So then I'm like jumping up here. And then you're like already here, right? So you can see it saves a lot of time, you know? It's like right, he could have been like holding this angle as his teammates getting to him, like getting damage, backing up, going like, you know, getting this guy weak, going top mid. He could have like gubbed the map a little bit quicker, you know? But again, it's not like a huge deal.
Alright, let's pan back to Ghetto Clutch.
Alright.
How surviving in these lobbies. Probably played straight into it. I think he called out those 2 spawners there.
I mean, maybe he could have just like kept running. That was a nice play. Honestly, like I actually wouldn't even hate if you just like just ride here the entire time, because the main reason I think like ratting here is like not terrible is because this guy is P2. Like if you're both really on top of shit, like you could like have bounced off each other pretty well. Like this guy could have like maybe went like this. and then as you're sitting there, and it's like you're kind of holding each other's angles, you know. But obviously now you kind of ran off, you can't see each other, so it's like more likely one of you gets ISO'd. So imagine like right now if he was like here and you were there, it's like he's like watching your cross as you're watching his, and then it's like this guy's a lot more kind of toast, you know.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
But it's not, again, it's not still not like too bad. Yeah, the main issue here is like you've just kind of been on like, what I would call like an island for like too long, you know. So it's like even like you know, so you decide like you're gonna like back up. But it's like if you want to back up, it's like link up with teammates, right? So it's like here, like you need to recognize like how isolated you are.
Right.
So like I would rather you just like back up and like just kind of hold the map, because it's like put yourself in a position where you can see your teammates and they can kind of see you. I don't know what's going on here, but this is kind of got kind of a bit crazy. Everyone's
Oh my
kind of
god, what's going on with this? Sorry, I'm attacking you right now.
You're good.
I saw that. I was like, what the fuck is happening? She's heavy. Okay. Let's see my next skill. Death.
Alright, here I'll just go for the thrust.
Good.
So I spawn, see a thrust. I'm like, I want a thrust.
Run for
Nothing
the
too
thrust.
nothing crazy. So I just hit this slide and just try wrap to this teammate.
Gotcha.
You know, that'd be like my kind of thinking. Usually, again, I won't throw the nade. Just like I don't think there's gonna be a guy there.
Okay.
Usually when you get this spawn, so I would have just saved it, but you know, I can understand it. Slide, frame your P2. Like you want to get like I don't know. How I like to is like as I grab the thrust, I look P2, and then I like look this way, but fine. Yeah, maybe burn in the thrust. Yeah, I would have saved it.
I just don't want to, like, you know, I feel like if I die with it too early,
yeah. It's the same as that kind of thing. Like you want to like try like just get to like top of the util as quick as you can. So it's not like a big deal, but it's like. Here, if there's not a big difference, but I would have like jumped here, like kind of shot, and then it's like if shit goes bad, you can kind of like thrust like away. Right. But like if it's not that bad, you can like all of a sudden you're like here right now, which is like a much better position. Gotcha, you know, because like again, it's like if they're all just running down low like this, it's like what it takes is two of you just to go like this, and then it's like easy. Yeah, you know.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah, look at that guy. Okay. I actually mind this like too much because you kind of like this guy's just kind of being useless, and you know you kind of like killing his teammates. I think here maybe I just go this way just so like I don't get ISO, just in case there's randomly like two guys at util and I don't get ISO'd. Plus I want to like link up with like teammates, so it's like you know you and this guy keep like right next to each other, you know. But, you know, thankfully there's no one there anyway, so it's not too bad, you know. Shit, where is he?
That was great.
Yeah, it's just like I think here you should just maybe jump back up top. I understand it. Yeah, I think it's like maybe just used you for us to set a bit too early if it's not like too bad. It is unlucky timing to be fair, you know. Like.
Right, I was like, what the fuck? Oh man, that time was so late.
Yeah. It's just kind of like. Yeah, I think you were like too focused on thrusting as opposed to like just like lining up them. Like you should have like meleeed him first, like just played for the melee, and then once you hit the first melee, then thrust. You know?
I got you.
So it's like here, like you were just like I could tell, but imagine like here. I mean, here if you thrusted back, it might have worked actually. But it was kind of awkward.
Yeah, and this one,
yeah, you thrust
you're
up
realizing he's jumping over you. Like,
yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's just pretty bad timing. It's like too bad, too crazy.
Could have been better though. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Does it mean they're like top mid, kind of like side maybe?
It's the fact you're facing util makes you think they might be like P, but at the same time I want you to like get up the map quick, and like you know if you like turn right, hit this slide, it's like pretty good sometimes. I'm just not sure. Like yeah, I guess you could. It doesn't really matter what you do to be honest in this situation. Everything's good. You just want to be like quick. Like you want to avoid like this shit. You know, like kind of look like just kind of like zooming in. You just want to like go. But it's also important to kind of like pay attention to what teammates are doing and let that kind of dictate your route. So it's like when you see Shock go P1, you're like, oh shit, not watching my P2, and then you see this teammate die. So the second Hussle dies, you need to be like, fuck car, like I ain't going car anymore, you know?
Okay.
So it's all about like so right now it's like you gotta be like flexible. So like going car now, like you know, trying to look for a trade is fine. It's like these guys, he's like so far away. If he died like here, then it's like fair enough. You could just like push him, maybe get a cleanup, right? But since he's so far away, I think your like new thing should be like, alright, I'm gonna insta like link up with Shock. So what I would have done is I would have went like this. I would have like linked up with Shock, and then you see it's like you're with him, free kill, you know.
That guy. Okay, that makes sense.
So it's like yeah, it's like, and that's the main thing about when you, especially when you're playing like a mid lane, like you really want to be like flexible and like not like too tunnel visiony on like one thing, you know.
Yeah. So you see a guy dive super far away, it might be a better
yeah. And especially like a general good rule of thumb, if your teammates died like kind of far away, it usually means there's a lot of people there. So I'm just kind of like fuck going there, you know? Just for anyone who's more of an MM grinder, you know. If you're in like long haul or something on like recharge and like your teammates died like fucking red pipes, then you play a lot of people red pipes, you know.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And it's like a good thing as well. Like this is definitely something a lot of players like try to do, is they try to overhelp in these kind of scenarios. But it's like you need to like view like Hussle as like he's causing a distraction, which is going to free up space like in other parts of the map, you know. So i.e. like the mid lane, you know.
That makes sense. Yeah, he died by 2 people. This guy bottom maybe be dead.
Yeah.
Same spawn.
I'd probably just play close to Hussle, I think. In this scenario, definitely don't want to go P because like that isolates you. It's just like could maybe just like rat here, but I'd probably like still try like what kind of play bait and switchy around rooms with like Hussle, just, and then kind of see where everyone else spawns up before I make a decision.
Right, that makes sense.
I wouldn't go out like this. I think honestly it's like you can take your time more than you think when you're on flag. It's like you should be playing like heavy like this around shrooms to like kind of like generally when you're in a flag I kind of like to like kind of play like here, and kind of like shrooms, like shroom steps, you know.
Okay.
It's like
little tighter angles.
Yeah. I think this is like too exposed, and you don't really have the best angles, right? So like we'll do like a little hypothetical. So like instead of you doing this, you were like here right now, and it's like, oh, Hussle's pushing. Let me like, you know, but then like if you're behind him, maybe it's like, you know, you could like work a bit of a double team at car. You know, or even if you don't, it's like you can hold this angle, which is a really nice angle. You know, so if your teammates are split spawning, let's say your teammates spawn fridge and you're here, you can get shots on the guy P2, then your teammates who spawn fridge can like push it, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, get a few shots. I'll distract the people on P2 as well. They follow me out. If Hussle needs to turn around.
Yeah, and plus the way you gotta think of it is like, let's say you fucking like just fly out like a madman here and get a crazy double. It's not gonna accomplish like that. Like you running in there, killing 2 people and dying here is probably worse than if you like flew in like a maniac and like got like both these guys one shot would be like a better play, right. You know, just because it's like a general anything, right? It's like always prioritize people that are like closest to the objective in any objective mode, right? So it's like, you know, if you can like take a fight here or here, it's always going to be way better than taking a fight like anywhere around like P side, right? You know.
Okay, I got you. So could you explain that? I know a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people like to shoot people. Like, let's say you spawn, you see it happen. People playing on streets, they'll spawn at cafe and they'll stay at PD and they'll fucking run to that person or try to kill the person at PD. Sorry, I got my dog attacking right now. So they have that cross, right? Cafe and then PD spawn, that PD wall. You don't even need to fight that guy typically. You usually should just run towards, like, let's say if the oddball's at C.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really need to fight that guy anyway because you probably won't kill him unless he wants to like chow you for whatever reason. But go ahead. I just want to explain so people don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. Or like another example would be like a map on like Live-Fire, right? Like let's say you're playing Strongholds, right? It's like if you're spending a lot of the time on Strongholds and Live-Fire running around like where on like Turbine and Cuts, you're probably going to have a pretty shitty game because you're just generally pretty far away from all the strongholds, so you're not being very impactful, right?
That makes sense.
But it's so like generally on that, it's like, you know, you want to be slaying around like nest and stuff a lot more, right?
Right. I get you.
Like those kind of areas. But you know, let's say you're playing oddball, it's kind of the opposite, right? Because most of the time the ball's going to be down bottom middle. So slaying around cuts is kind of good because you're kind of close to dummy door, key door, you know. Right. But then on oddball, if you're slaying around nest and green, you're going to be blocking the green spawn, which is bad because green is like really far away from the oddball, right?
Right.
So it's like you kind of like prioritize. It's kind of a something you get better at. It's just kind of prioritizing what kills are the most important. So you know, and which ones like you know, put the enemy in a blender and which ones give them like good spawns, you know?
Yeah, because if you're not fast enough sometimes too, you don't give your team, especially if you're like second left on the team, like if everybody's dead, you don't give them a better spawn. It makes the game a lot harder. It's just a lot of those kinds of things happen because people want to fight people when they see them as opposed to knowing when to fight them after they see them. Yeah. Okay. No, I've done that a lot, and it's made a big difference in my gameplay, especially on streets. I think that's the one that I see more often than not be a big deal. Is that that cafe PD fight that people take? I'm like, dude, don't fight that. Just run. Like, get to where you need to get. You know. So I think it's a big deal. But go ahead. Sorry, I just wanted to kind of note that a lot of people don't take that seriously. It's a big deal to me, at least.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, here, just be decisive. I'll just like try to get the Shock really quick. Help him. Looks like he's gone front.
Welcome.
Yeah, I was kind of scared that might happen. It's kind of awkward how it all kind of pans out. I mean, initially, like, I guess if you like, there's actually like, I think you're fine to go like courtyard maybe a little bit, you know? Okay. Yeah, I can just try and like force your way out, but I don't mind going this way. It's alright. The main thing is you want to avoid like doing this. Like a lot of the time you want to avoid going top flag. Okay. Like I only go top flag unless my team already has control of my util. It's like if you don't have util control, try getting the habit of like kind of doing what Shock's doing here and kind of playing tight to this wall.
Gotcha. Because
then you angle yourself away from util and then you kind of get like good damage and you're in a good spot, right? It's like you could have like kept going forward. You could have just like held this angle. It's like when you position yourself here, it's like it's like it's all about like isolating angles, right? And playing it's like
shooting me better now. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So it's like, you know, like here, obviously you're exposed from a lot of places, but you can only see one, right? But as opposed to like if you're here, I mean, really, if you're like exactly here, you're only really exposed from top, middle, and P side, right? So it's like you're always going to be like transitioning from like these different kind of angles, you know?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I typically do that because I'm thinking I'm looking at a lot of angles, and I'm like, okay, I could get info here, which is ideally some people would think that that's the best idea, but when it comes to like positional awareness. If nobody's in car, like you said, then what the fuck? Two people could just walk through the car, you know, and just fry you on your flag, and then somebody could be their P2. It depends on the map control. So, I think I might be a little bit too loud now, but let me know, Captain. But yeah, so that makes sense. So yeah, you could play your flag, which is nice, but it's only if you have but if you have control, it makes more sense to do that. You can get more information that way, but initially you need to take over your base and your whole 50-yard line before you decide to do something like that, because then you could have two people or even just one get you off a flank, then you have a 1v1 that you're probably going to lose because you get shot first, basically. That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, cool. And here looks like you're going to go car 2, but I think here, just because you get like numbers are really quick, like it kind of goes like good here, like to get a pick. Then you like chase down this guy, he dies. And it's like this point they're like 2 dead and 1 just spawned or something, right? So like it looks like 2 of them are just spawned. But it's like here you could like, it's like you know. So here you're gonna go like this way. But it's like this is like too much like wasting time. It's like if you just need to go really direct, like going go. I'm just gonna get here, and it's like you're like fucking melting people, you know, and shit like that. Maybe you could be. So it's like, you know, at least you do like hold forward, which is good. But again, if you went and car 3, you would have saved a little bit of time. But it looks like it's worked out pretty good.
They called that for spawn.
Yep, nice job watching the cross. I think here maybe it'd be nitpicky, you should just like jump up this way just to like secure the flag, you know? Because maybe they catch a good timing, you know? Like maybe you would have like just barely missed that guy on a different day, you know? You can kind of see here they've kind of caught like a decent timing, right? So I think just again like slightly, so just main thing is just take like kind of optimizing your routes, just like tidying them up a little bit, just so like you're being a bit more efficient, I guess, you know? So it's like that, I know it's like small things like that are just ways to kind of up your damage and like up your impact in the game, you know, just like saving a second or two here and now. You know, like making the same play, but like kind of doing it more efficiently.
And go back to Shock real quick right there. He went off the wall. Okay, I never seen anybody do that. Oh, okay. We're about to see good old Shock if he doesn't stay dead forever, it looks like.
Yeah, Shock's
so get that. That third last shot. So he does that. Literally.
Got off the boxes. There you go.
I never thought about that. That's funny.
There you go.
There you go. More slides. You're learning slides today, ladies and gentlemen. It changed.
Alright, and here, like, it's still like the game's still looking pretty good because like you guys did trade out kind of good. So like you want to beat them to map space. So like here, I'm just like instantly going here, seeing if I can get to car 3. You know, then it's like you and Damsel linked up. You could transition to an angle like this. And you're fighting for map control, right? Like again, go this way, but you can kind of see you've already forfeited like a little bit too much like map control, right? And you've just you've took a little bit long. You know,
and I said fuck that. That's what I did there. Okay, never mind. She died. I was like, see you later.
Yeah.
Checking corners.
So it's like this is another thing a lot of people do is like, it's like, you know, once. So like again, initially you could have went car 3, but it's fine. You go to like front. But then like here, it's like even though you decide like, alright, like, you know, I'm gonna go car 1, it's like especially against better players, you want to be like always like linking up with teammates and like, kind of viewing it as like, you know, imagine it's like a line, right, and it's green when like your teammates can see you and you can see them, and when they can't see you, it's like red, you know.
Okay. There should be at least some form of view.
Yeah. You just want to always like kind of keep it where it's like you're a little bit linked up here, right? Like even like, you know, let's say like I couldn't have went car free. I think the next best play is like could have like worked something mid, because then you would have at least been trying to work whatever Shock's working, right? Like you see he's like fighting P2, it's like, you know, maybe if you're just kind of like playing around this,
get the kill right there, actually.
Yeah, like you're kind of like linking up with him, right?
And,
so it's like,
yeah.
generally, like if your teammates have already started something, like, you know, if it off to your side, I'd just kind of play for what they're doing, and like, and because it's like that's how you get just the easy kills, you know? Because if you're always like hitting out your own lanes like this, it's like, for you to go positive, it's like you have to win like every, like, you know, you just have to like clutch it a lot, you know? As you can see here, it's like you kind of ended up kind of a bit ISO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just generally avoid this kind of damage, because it's like, you know, unless he's like, unless he's like a really shitty player, like he shouldn't really ever die to you here, right? If he's like okay. But like, I just think like the main issue, like with this kind of sequence of events, is it's kind of you've just been like a little bit disconnected, and like, you know, like where you just don't have like good angles on your teammates, and also it's like, you know, you're not putting yourself in a position where they can have like really good angles on you, right? Rust. Yes.
You saw that slide? It hit like the side of that wall. Oh my god.
It's a bunch of like weird timings here. Like, you know, I think I don't mind. Like this is all good. This is all good. I think when they're like 2 dead here, you could probably like stay here, to be honest. Because like again, it's all about just like you really just need to like always just have your like head on a swivel and just like thinking like, okay, where are my teammates, right? So like, remember me and you here. It's like it's ever so slight. But I just see Hussle going car 2.
Okay.
Right, and I know what Hussle's thinking. Hussle's thinking I'm gonna go help Clutch because with their 2 dead, and me and him can maybe work a flagpole here if we get some kills. You know,
right.
like I would see that. So like what I would do, I wouldn't mind. I might go here and just kind of like hold the map a bit. But then in my head, I'd have it right now. I don't go core. I go here because I know like Hussle would have been linked up with me, and you can see, right. So it's like you and him, you're together, boom, boom, double team. You know.
Got it. Yeah.
So it's just playing a bit more like, you know, like I said, just like kind of keeping it so you have lines of sight on each other, and just kind of playing that kind of rap game where like you're always like kind of cutting to teammates through mid and stuff like that, you know. Because it's like, because against like the really bad players, like the longer you're on an island by yourself, like usually the quicker they are and the better they are at kind of forcing the ISO on you, you know.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because you can feel like every mistake is like split-second difference mistake, and it just changes the way. Yeah, you can feel it. It doesn't. You don't feel as free. Like if you had lanes that are wider when you're playing at lower levels, they're like, and I mean lanes like literal movement pattern that you can do is wider at lower levels. But when it's like a higher level, every single little movement you make is so impactful to the game. It just feels fucking crazy. And right there, like most times you're not gonna get fried by 2 people at the same time. There, like what the fuck?
You haven't made any mistakes here yet, though. Pretty good. Instantly turn back around, help your teammates. So this is what I'm talking about. We just need more of this out of the Clutch, right?
Yeah, there you go.
And the reason this is good, right, is that it ticks all the boxes, right? It's like you don't waste a lot of time, you know, which you like. Because there's 2 things maybe, right? You've been guilty of this game. One is like maybe wasting a little bit of time,
right.
And then the other one is like maybe like, you know, leaving yourself a little bit too isolated here, right? Like here you don't like waste any time. You're just like, I'm gonna help him. I help him, you know. So like you see here, it's like, you know, you just like get to him like kind of quick, you know.
Yeah.
And then you like back down, don't overchow. Like maybe you could have went like straight away through here, but it's fine. Like you still get to him pretty damn quick. And then it's like you instantly like you're like super aware here, right? You're like Shock's just died, I'm gonna play for his kill, you know. And like here you're like Hussle needs help, boom, I'm gonna help him, you know. So it's like you're like here you get a free triple because you're like linked up with your teammates really like efficiently, you know.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So it's just like having more lives like that is like the most important thing to you, right?
Gotcha,
you know.
Gotcha. Finally, my duck sat down. Oh my god.
So like here, I think like just because the numbers are so good and Quantum's coming up again, I don't waste any time. Like I'm not a big fan. Like I don't think you want too many guys going P. So if it was me, I'd just go like insta P2, go top middle, and just like hold top mid / like help this guy, you know.
Gotcha,
and if he's dead, then and then it's like, you know, you want to be flexible. So but if you get here and this guy dies, and you're like, fuck that lane, I'm cutting mid, and then I'll like help these guys or something, right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, so like now he's dead, I kind of want to like go top mid. I think as a T, I'm not the biggest fan of this OE, but
Got you.
I'll probably just go for Quantum here. It's like even like this, right? It's like if this is me, I personally would like avoid this kind of stuff, and I'd be like more looking to like kind of linger around here, right? Especially now that you have a quantum. Especially now that you have a quantum, you can see it's like imagine if we took this angle, free kill, right? And then, especially when you have a quantum, you just want to be like direct anyway, right? But it's like, you know, but by look of it, you end up killing this guy. But it's like it's all about like, you know, kind of the easy kills, right? And this is a kind of easy kill, but you know, you catch nice timing, drop on the guy, kill him. On a different day, maybe there's 2 people here, you know, or on a different day, then there's nobody here, and then you're kind of out of the game, you know.
Gotcha, yeah.
Thankfully, it worked that time. But like generally, especially that you have the quantum, it kind of fills me more confidence. Like you know, you could hit core, and if shit goes bad, you could just pull back up, right?
Right, 100%.
Like I would have just personally just been like boom, clean up, and then like
Yeah.
now if I kill that guy, then all of a sudden you're like sneaking behind, then all you need is one more kill, and then before you know it, you're running a flag, you know?
Yeah, and I think I did that play specifically because I saw the guy run U-still. So even if he did that, it should still be a decent play to go through the middle, kind of like the second shot, get up with the teammates, and you're gonna get some kills anyway.
Yeah. I'll pull back here. Pull back. Yes, he's back. Nice, run that shit. Portal. Probably would have portaled, but it's okay. You might get it. Yeah.
I tried to grab it.
Yeah, I reckon if you did you still have a portal or not? It says you did, but
I did have one, I think. I don't know what exact time it was.
Yeah. I think if you still had it at this point, yeah, it's like it says it's down though, so I don't know. If you did have it, I would have just portaled it. I would have portaled, but if you didn't, then yeah. This is
I missed it. I missed the jump here. I was like, fuck, I didn't grab it the way I needed to on both times right there. But it's alright. It was just fast paced.
Yeah, still nice, still alive though. We'll take it.
Shock, kill him now.
So here again, so like you want to get in the habit in these situations of just getting to shrooms and just kind of living up around here and like let the third and fourth so generally like the first and second spawner who spawn flag need to kind of play tight to here.
Yeah, to shrooms.
Yeah, and then like let the third and the fourth guy be more creative. So maybe the third guy goes here, and then the fourth guy could like play a flank angle or something, you know.
Makes sense, yeah.
It depends on the situation. So like, I know what you like. So I feel like you're gonna go top flag here. You wanna avoid this, right? You wanna get in the habit of going shrooms, and it usually works out a lot better, you know.
Ooh.
You see now you go shroom. Yeah, see you get the calm, you go shrooms. Happy days. Maybe if you went shrooms a bit earlier, it might work out a tiny bit better, but it still worked out pretty good because you did eventually go shrooms, which is good.
Let's see what we got. Last 3 minutes of the game. I think it goes 2-3 at the end, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll just OE. I think about these lot can play this angle, and then maybe I'll just OE. Plus heat wave might be up, right?
Check for heat wave, yeah.
Up mid. It's good work, but yeah, I probably would have OE'd. Yeah, this happens a lot. The way you gotta think of it is like, if you spawn P1, it usually means like you're like in a bit of a sandwich, right? Where it means there's like a fuck ton of guys in your base and a fuck ton of guys car. So like, if you spawn P1 and go court, and there's a fuck ton of guys in your base and car, then you might get pinned.
Gotcha.
Honestly, like I said, I'd probably.
Yeah, I think 80% of the time I OE, unless I know all my teams up or something. That's probably why I play towards the flag. Because
you can see here, it would have worked out pretty alright, because like, maybe there's like counter cap opportunity here, right? And, like that's the thing, like if you're spawning P1, it's because the enemy team is doing something wrong.
Right.
Like the best way to punish them is by like hitting an OE like I said, like 8 or 9 out of 10 times, you know.
Yeah,
there are some niche situations where like they kind of slap you in the face a bit more, like when to like go mid, because it's like there's like a million easy one-shots brick. If it's like, you know, doesn't really feel like there's any easy kills, then it's like, alright, I'm just gonna OE, you know?
That makes sense, gotcha. Okay.
So like there's no like free one-shots in the comms.
Right, kind of like Argyle, yeah. Like if you get that mid spawn, it's almost like just run to their flag almost.
Yeah, it's never go back though, that's the main thing. So never go back, sometimes cut mid, and then but most of the time OE.
Gotcha, that makes sense. Damn, it's unfortunate. Yeah, because that OE, I'd have the flag out already, have everybody turned around, people on their team. I wouldn't have died here easily, because probably kill one of them.
I probably would have just gave up on the flag. I get it though, you want to help Shock. I think it is a bit unlucky. I guess it's that small thing I was saying earlier, there's a kind of difference between the bridge spawns.
Right.
It's like here, off this spawn, it's like, well, not this one, but the next one. Like you spawn like super deep in the bridge, which kind of hints there's more people at P, right? As opposed to if you spawned here, then there's less people, you know? Like, if this was me off this spawn, I'd probably try rotate back. Like, I'd probably just get that play to damage this guy more, you know? And like, just kind of clear him out your base, you know?
Yeah, if possible, yeah.
So just like small things, just kind of differentiating.
That makes sense. Yeah, I've never thought about that. Alright, here comes the end game. The last minute and a half. 2 minutes. 2-2. Shit's serious.
Yeah. So, just good. Don't mind this too much. Definitely want to be. Yeah, it's okay. I might be a bit more wary of your still, but fine. Not the biggest dump, but yeah. It's unlucky. I don't think you do like anything like crazy bad there. Like, it's definitely not like a really bad play. It's just I would just like, you know, this guy dies and then I think they shoot this guy, so it makes sense. Yeah, I think maybe if you just like go up this way, you kind of like, you know, it's pretty unlikely you're gonna get shot by P2, so maybe you could get up that way just because you damaged it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like, you know, I don't think it's anything too bad.
Just making a small little change there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you did like a crazy like bad play or anything, right? It's just, you know, the root could have been a bit better, but.
So here again, back of the fridge.
Here I probably rotate back because it looks like you have a reasonable chance of like fighting back into your base, you know, like and like getting the kills. I'm not saying you need to like necessarily rotate all the way back. You can kind of make your mind by the time you get to here,
Gotcha.
kind of how the damage is going. But I'd probably just I'd just be really fixated on killing this guy. Dead.
She's dead.
So now,
I killed her. It's on stream. Everybody hide.
3 MP maybe. I don't know. I always like to like check right cut across the body, but it should work out. Get the rear. Try back up to you till I like it. Here, just go. I'd just start thinking about trying to work car free. So that's what you do. Get the shot. Let's go. He's making good plays.
Killed breaking
shot plays. One behind you.
Flip it, everybody. Fucking 5 breaking shot. I'm just playing.
I think here, when you see that thrust is up, like you should be like almost scared, like shit. I don't want to let that guy in our base grab that thrust, you know?
Yeah.
Like what it's like at this point, like I think you should just like play
I
to like
thought about that. I was like, should I do that shit? It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I don't know if I'd like necessarily like, hunt this guy straight away. I'd probably like keep an eye on the run the flag, but I don't mind you going back. Kind of annoying how like you've had to send so many back to deal with this one guy, but I guess it's okay, I suppose. I mean, ideally you only really have to send 2, but three's better than none, right? So, yeah, this is good. 1 dead. I'll try to get to Hussle and help him. And for you, Till, I feel like your teammates behind you should pick up your top middle. Looks like he's died now, so if he's screaming one-shots, then charge. Yeah, it's okay. I think I might have just been a bit. I would have just probably just straight lined it a little bit harder, like when he dies. So it's like they're 2 dead. I think at this point, you just want to be like super quick, just like to get in. Like the. So instead of even checking, I'm just like the whole time I'm just like go, and like, you know, it's like super like go this way, you know. It works out pretty good to get the kill, so not too bad.
All right, let's see, last minute. Here we go. Let's see what we do here. I think it's because I'm like trying to keep my position at the time so low. But yeah, go ahead. Let's finish it off.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe go P here, but I'd probably like just go help these 2 and then like let Damsel as the 4th player like pick up the P lane when they spawn, or like let the 4th person pick up. I think it's a bit early to be cutting mid, so I probably would just went car, you know, and like played it safe. Because the way you want to think of it here, the way you want to think of it is like you spawn P door, but like your gun's kind of facing car, so that there could be like a guy like there for bridge to P2, you know, just because if there was no 1P, maybe you just spawn like back flag, right?
Gotcha.
You know, so or something like that, just like, and I think here, like, I'm just a bit more scared there could be a guy P here, so I'll just play it safe and go like car, you know?
Okay. Yeah, there's a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just instantly, like, again, I'll just instantly be like, fuck you, I'm just gonna get to shock, you know, like, I'm just gonna disengage. Then he dies, and it's like, but then he dies, it's like, you need to be like, try to like, change your plans and be like, alright, like,
I'm fucking fried here, yeah.
Yeah, then like, turn and link up with this guy, so it's like, you're always like, trying to like, link up with people, you know? But yeah, there, again, it was just maybe just going courtyard left a bit too early, like, he didn't really have enough control, you know,
that makes sense.
to do that. I think going car's the best play, going P2 is like the 2nd best. Like, both are like, play okay. And here they're 2 dead, so just get up the map. I'll just insta go car free. Yeah.
Only because I'm 1 shot, but
Yeah, exactly. Since you're 1 shot, I don't mind it, but I probably would still jump up Actually, never mind. You only got 8 seconds. You want to like try to get a touch. So yeah, this is good.
Do we go to overtime? I don't know. Oh no, I asked him. I said, Hussle, you want me to grab it? You want me to grab it? You want me to grab it?
You got the grab.
I missed the good grab, but still got the grab.
Yeah, that's good.
Part 3, yeah.
Again, if you get it, I would be careful if you want spawn. Like, it's super likely they're going to be in fridge here, just because, like, think of it like this, right? Your teammates are car, so they're blocking that spawn. Hustle's kind of near their base, so they could easily spawn fridge here, right?
Right.
So, like, I'll just say when you get heat wave, just be a bit, you know, I might like just take this route where like I make sure there's no one fridge, get the kill, and then once I've killed him, I can like double back P2 afterwards, maybe.
Okay.
You know, but
yeah, that makes sense.
you're like, please peek, J-Grav, please peek.
Oh yeah,
Whenever there's a guy in this corner, I just straight line to here, bro. I'm just like, fuck this shit, I can't, you know, if there's a guy like hiding in the corner, I'm just like, fuck you. Like, you just gotta make your mind up where you're like, alright, fuck you, I'm leaving you, or fuck you, I'm just straight lining you, you know? Like, he can milk here forever if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens.
So it was just a bunch of small mistakes adding up, like not like one like big one. So it was like here, maybe could have went their fridge to P2. Once you're here, I think this is like okay. You know, part of me thinks like maybe you could, if you're lucky, try link up with this guy.
Okay.
You know, and just like bait him for kills. So like kind of prioritizing the flag carrier over like the guy in your base. Like imagine right now if you're like, you know, like playing tight to this wall here, it might have worked out a little bit better. As opposed to being here, because like this way you're like more sandwiched, right? As opposed to like this way, you wouldn't have been sandwiched if you were like quick, you know?
Right, that makes sense.
So yeah, you know, it's nothing too crazy. But once you end up courtyard, I guess maybe here you should just like fuck you, and then just hit car one here.
Because you know at that high of a level they're gonna hide, so it's almost like
exactly.
you have one of your guys run through that little jump up, and then I'm already going back to the flag guy. It would have been the better play because I would have already been close to that wall. Been able to get maybe 1 or 2 kills that change the game right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah, the numbers are looking pretty good. Yeah, just get aggressive. Wouldn't mind that you'll take the flag. Oh, could be that, I think. If these lot are pretty quick. Yep, they get the re. Mr. Clutch gets the glory with the cap.
Alright, that's good.
That's the dubs. There
you go. So what were the main 3 things you said?
I'd say the one thing is just trying to like be a bit more efficient with your routes. So like what I mean by that is just trying to like not waste as much time. It's like you get to teammates sometimes, but you just take like a little bit long in some situations, you know. So like, trying to like just try to find ways to make the same play but like a bit more efficient. Gotcha. Another thing is just try like link up with teammates a bit more. I'm not saying hold their hand. What like I'm trying to say like the more advanced version of that, which is kind of trying to be more cognizant of where they are, so you're putting yourself in a position where you can see them and they can see you, and like you're not over isolating yourself too much, right?
Gotcha.
You know, so it's like if all your teammates are like on your flag, like don't be like, you know, like on their util fighting guys in their base, right? Maybe cut back this way and like, you know, like play this like kind of hide like your side top mid, and then once they get up to P2, maybe you could cut courtyard, right? Or so it's like just kind of like trying to play like a little bit more like, you know, reactive to like teammates' positions, right? And just trying to like link up with them, because that's how you're gonna get like the free kills a lot more, right? Because like, every kill you've had this game, it's like you've kind of had to like shit on someone, right?
Yeah.
But it's like if you get, yeah, exactly. But like if you're just a bit more linked up, it's like those kind of easy cleanups will just come a lot more naturally in these lobbies, right? You know.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I think those two are pretty good. And then I guess you could say one kind of some like I guess some more map specific stuff. Like those tips are kind of good, like general overall tips.
Okay.
I'd say like good map specific stuff is when you're spawning flag, just try get in the habit of like getting just rooms a bit more.
Yeah.
And try avoid going top flag so much.
Right.
And then, you know, maybe that little thing I said, that was kind of more of a tip for like Hussle, you know, when he was like P-Door, but like obviously it can apply for you as well when, you know, just kind of differentiating those two like fridge spawns to like let you know how much space you have and stuff.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then yeah, also like another map specific thing is like try avoid car 2 like as much as you go there. Like try only go there, like you said, if you're like getting your shields back, you know, so you don't want to get mapped by window, or if you've already got like a million teammates like car 3 already, so you're like fuck it, I'll just go car 2 at a different angle.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. And then taking over car 3 with 2 people is good, and then you could take that car 2 angle like you said.
Yeah. Well, if you've already got like 2 up there, like might as well, right?
Gotcha. And then starting strats are really good for like P side on this map specifically because you got heat wave, and then the shocks aren't as powerful. They seem like they might have gotten a little more powerful again for some reason recently. I feel like so. You could probably check it out, but I feel like I lose a lot of fucking shield from it now. But
Yeah, but bro, they used to be so ridiculous though. Like they used to like, oh bro, 'cause
oh
they
yeah,
used to like
it's
slow you down like
disgusting.
really fucking
Oh
hard.
yeah,
like,
yeah. It doesn't slow you down as much anymore. But I feel like if you land on them and then they land on the person or whoever it is
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. That's the thing. They don't have as big of a radius either. But like, if I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if you like proper like hit someone like super direct with a shot,
Oh
like,
yeah.
you'll fuck them up.
But yeah, okay, I see that. Okay, so playing P7 that's great. Understanding where you're at on your fridge can determine where you go P2 because you have timing, or on the left side of fridge, going back to your flag. Again, it's probably like your new util. Playing shrooms is a really good position when you spawn on flag as opposed to flag spawn. And you can play flag spawn, but it's usually better to do that when you have map control already, especially your car specifically. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can go top flag. You can go like top flag and like start melting people if your teammate's already like in your like top util, like walking car free or something, right? You could like go top window, melt people, then like if you get really good damage, just go straight out the courtyard, jump up, car free or
And
whatever.
then taking advantage of that that P1 spawn if you get it, especially if there's a heat wave, you can OE into their base because that means that they're messing up and then they didn't set you up into the position to be in fridge in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time when you get a P1 spawn, the OE is pretty open. Worst case scenario, you're gonna have to win like a fight with one guy. You know, it's usually like, usually you're gonna have a pretty easy time getting to their base if you're spawning like dead on P1. You know, it's different. Like OEing's usually harder when you get fridge spawns, but when you get a P1 spawn, it's usually quite easy to OE.
Gotcha. If anybody has a quick question for our coach Warlord, he is in the Discord. For the people that are watching from the Discord, I don't know if you have a lesson right now that you're 10 minutes late to. But let me know if that's the case, and we can stop it right now. But if anybody has a question for him, first time here, you've earned the Halo Infinite Crimson Fuel Visor. Chef Johnson. Okay. Thanks, Chef Johnson. Thank you for the fuel visor. What the hell? But if anybody has any questions for him, you can ask him now. He probably has like 1-2 minutes before. I mean, obviously we're paying for this session, so I hope y'all learned a lot from the session in of itself. And you know, Warlord's available. You can probably message him. He probably won't get mad at me until there's like 50 messages at a time in one day. If
anyone ever needs help, feel free to message me. I'm happy to answer any.
Yeah, and we'll obviously post this.
Questions and stuff.
Yeah, he'll answer every question you have. Obviously, it's time differentiated, right? But obviously, please go to his Metafy, and we have his Metafy in the Discord as well as it's pretty straightforward. You can go to him on the side panel. You'll see it says WXR Lord, right? Warlord, but with an X. He has a little cat, as you can see right here. His little cat. His cat lights up if you talk to him. It's kind of really funny, but right here you can't see it. Nonetheless, make sure to leave us any questions, comments on the video. We'll probably post this on YouTube. Final takeaways of Hussle's gameplay is a question that he had real quick, Mr. Stu.
So hard to say. We only watched him for like what, like
maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, 3 to 5.
Yeah, I mean, the only things that like came to mind was just like slightly better like job of maybe just like analyzing your spawns in like a tiny bit more detail, right? So it's like, you know, you see my, can I go back, can you go back to the game screen or whatever real quick? I don't know if you can see it, but like, so it's like just small things of like just thinking about like where you spawn, like differentiating, like, you know, I spawn deep in fridge. You know, this means there's a lot of guys P2, or like if you spawn kind of out fridge, like on like the where the bandit spawns, or the BR spawns, sorry, you're like, alright, maybe I have space to hit into P1, right?
Gotcha.
And then it's like other things, like, you know, you spawn like, you know, it's kind of paying attention to like where your reticle's looking, like, and just differentiating the spawns, just to let you know how much space you have. There's also that time, like I said, where like maybe he was going car 2 a couple of times when you should be looking to hit out through car 3 first, but yeah, unfortunately, so we only watched you for like 2-3 minutes, so I don't want to just kind of like lie to you and be like, yo, you should, you know, if you change this, you'll be dope. I mean, you know, we only kind of watched like,
more dope.
we only watched like kind of 2 or 3 lives, right? And then you know, like I said, one or two of those lives were, you know, you went like maybe could have went car 3, and then the other life was maybe you could get a flank around P1 if I'm not mistaken. You know? I think there was another time actually when he was like flag, and he kind of, I think he went P2. Like all the way around when there were like 3 dead, when he could have maybe just still like went out courtyard and hit the P jump.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
he was holding back. He was in the car, and then there was 3 dead because he just got the triple. He tried to get
the flag.
Yeah, he was trying to return the flag a little bit in our util hall, and then he went all the way back into the base. Then he came out P. So he like did this like reverse into the base. I mean, you could probably just go through it real quick.
Yeah, and there was also the other time when he like capped the flag as well. I think it was like, I can't remember what flag it was. Was it the first flag or this flag? I think it was this one. this. Because like here, yeah, this is a different situation, but it's when he like capped this flag, I'm pretty sure. It's like here, like you see here, like, you know, you just got a triple, you have so much numbers, right? So it's like cap this flag, just fucking turn, just start shooting shit, and just like try like get up the map, and just don't waste any time. It's like it's going all the way around back flag and going P. Like it's again, this isn't a bad play, right? But like, you're a really good player, so like, you know, we want to give you like those, you know, those. It's all about those small things that add up, right? So like these small things like this, just waste like 3 or 4 seconds, and over like a 30-minute game, you know, if you do this like a couple times, that's like, well, you know, you're missing out on like, you know, 600 damage or something, right? So it's like here you easily could have been like top middle by now if you like just would have went straight out courtyard to car free.
Yeah, actually both die here, I think, or he gets really low shield and Shock dies. He should have died there. I mean, from a technical.
It's not too bad, but maybe he could have got a bit of damage. So it's just like that was like, and like you said, that was the other time when you like returned the flag like too much, and then you know you could have like just got up the map a little bit quicker. I can't remember when that was.
I think that was the same play. Maybe I think he just stretched through it. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so overall it's pretty good. Just like kind of, it's like slightly more like efficient routes, you know, stuff like that. Just kind of thinking about what you can get away with.
And I think there was only one more thing was with Hussle. When he was running the flag, he didn't toss the flag to be like a little more greedy. He could be a little more greedy with the flag. He could have tossed it like a split second faster, a little farther. Like
I think that one was probably more. I think that one was probably like slightly more nitpicky than like the other ones.
Yeah, that's a little bit like dramatic.
Yeah. I think the main things was like, you know, that those 2 times he could have gotten the map quicker, and then also that time he spawned fridge, maybe he could have hit out like a flank through P1, you know, because he spawned on the bandits. Just those 3 things. But like I said, we only watched it for like 2 minutes really. So maybe another time we'll watch some more and hopefully we can.
Hussle says, thanks Warlord, I appreciate it, bro. You probably see him, you're probably on the stream too.
Yeah, no problem, Hussle. You got a lot of potential. You're good in like a lot of scenarios. You're like pretty efficient, right? So, like, you know, you're decisive. No, that's not the word. You're decisive, which is like a really good trait to have, being decisive. You know.
All right.
So it's just like that's definitely a really good trait he has.
For sure.
He's not like putting like loads of like pointless cross map damage, just kind of like, you know, and stuff like that. He's like, he knows like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and he's decisive, right? So it's just kind of, you know, he just kind of has that. If he's just like I said, if he just applies those like couple things, maybe they help out a tiny bit more, you know. Maybe, hopefully they help a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, nonetheless, thank you again, Mr. Stu. Thank you, Hussle, for letting us review your gameplay as well. We have it signed on paper. Not just playing. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for today, everybody. One quick Aquarius CTF that became 1 hour. You learned a lot. Hopefully we can rewatch it. Oh, we're gonna say, Stu? I think you're gonna say something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we went pretty in depth. You know, I mean, it's a bit of I think it's both me and you's personalities. You know, we both like to go deep in the weeds and analyze stuff. You know.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, no, yeah, 100%. Especially at the higher level now.
We spend it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like that's usually the thing, because like, let's say if I coach like a gold or a plat, usually we probably could have fit in like 2 maps, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
But when it's like you really like have to, like, you know, the gameplay is a bit higher level, like, you know, like Hustles, for example, it's like generally it's like you want to spend a little longer on the game,
right?
Because
specifics.
It's like real specifics.
Giving hypotheticals and stuff, like, okay, if he did this, it would have been this, and like, look, like when you're showing me, like, look, if you ran bottom mid to get to Shock, you would have got like a free kill because that guy was one, and then there's gonna get a flank, you know, and then maybe Shock.
And I think and I think it like helps you like kind of take on board what I'm saying, right? You're like, oh yeah, like he's right. It would have worked if I did this. If I like show you what would have happened, like
100%.
Hypothetically, right?
Right. No, I like that. I actually did like that a lot. That you did that. It made a big difference for me. But outside of that, again, it's the last time I'll say it. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching. No, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you learned something, and hopefully you can apply it to your gameplay in the future. Remember, if you have questions, ask me. Ask our boy Warlord. Hussle will probably be cool to ask. He's a really cool guy in general too. Really good player. You don't have to ask him, but I'm sure he'd be happy to like give you a tip or something here and there. But please join the 8s. The Discord is in somewhere around here, the link or something. And you get access to Warlord, you get access to me, everybody, and you get 8s lobbies running. The more the merrier. That's what we're here for. That's what the community is for. It's meant specifically for everyone to grow together, play together, have a good time together, calm together, and not just get real toxic for matchmaking. People get mad because people don't know what other people are doing. and we're trying to dissipate that, trying to get a camaraderie community, just like how Halo's supposed to be, like the old days when you'd play with your cousin, trying to hide half the screen from the top and the bottom when you're playing custom games, you know, kind of thing, sneak peeking at somebody else's thing, you know, having a great time, because we're missing a lot of that in Halo, and I think it changes a lot when you actually have friends, and even frenemies, if you want to call them that you can play with, learn from, and build each other from. And of course, have somebody like me or Warlord teach you a little bit more, little nitpicky things or big things that you're doing wrong. I'm telling you, I was hard stuck at like 1630 or 1640, and I'm at 1705 as of today or yesterday, in a matter of like 2 months of maybe doing the eights with all these guys. As well as and to be fair, I've only done maybe like 1 or 2 sessions. No, probably 2 or 3 hour sessions with Warlord, and that was like game time playing with him. So it's not so much like
we're just kind of chilling, having a good time, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't like hardcore like VOD review crazy, but like it gets to that point whenever you start feeling like you're stalling, that those kinds of things really make a big deal. So now that I'm 1705, now I can see like this is where you're really messing up, you know. Or this is what you're missing, or this is what your timing's wrong, this is why you're doing it. So yeah, doing the eights is great for building up the reps, good reps, and learning how to play, because people play smarter when you're playing eights and they're playing together as a team. But on top of, and you learn how to calm better, and people will tell you what you're doing wrong. But then you have somebody like Warlord to really like fine tune the things that you're really doing wrong, macro and micro, and then you go up 65 CSR. I mean, that's a lot actually, in a matter of 2 months. So. Yeah, well, catch us soon, everybody. We'll have a tournament coming soon, either this weekend or next weekend, and I'll see if I can get Stu to do a little bit of casting if he has time. But
if I'm awake, you know.
If he's awake, yeah, because he's in the EU, don't forget. So, nonetheless, everybody, y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. As always, Clutch out. See y'all later. Thanks, Stu.
No worries, my dude. Pleasure as always to help out. And yeah, have a good rest of your night, man. I'm gonna go chill for a bit, get some sleep. But as always, if you need anything, just send us a message, you know. All right, no worries, my dude. No worries. All right, have a good rest of your night. Peace, peace.